Doug, just, any kind of opening remarks after, what you just witnessed and were a part of out there?
Yeah, our guys had an incredible compete level and fought their hearts out, and yeah, for game, yeah, I don't know, Jason. Anything that I say, I'm gonna get fined up here. So I got a lot to say, so I probably shouldn't say nothing.
Okay, and I was just watching a replay of the foul on Westbrook. Have you?
I haven't saw it.
You haven't seen it?
No, but
Do you want to address that, or do you want to leave that alone?
I mean, I have to go back and look at it to actually address it, because there's a lot of pieces to there, like where you vision from, what did you see? There's a lot there, so I'll digress.
Your team's down 18 in the fourth quarter. You're down 15 with less than 2 minutes to go. I mean, how does that happen? How'd you guys get back in this game and send it to overtime?
Yeah, and I told them this in there, like our compete level when we come and compete at a high level is we can compete against anybody. We got enough talent in there to win. Now, you also had to plug the smart part in there and make sure that we're doing things the right way. But I tap my hat to those guys. Like that's what a team does, and that type of competitiveness is what our fans love. And you walk away like normally and the team beats you like that and you shake their hand. Tonight I don't necessarily feel that way, but yeah, they just kept fighting and they refused to lose. They continued to fight and compete, and that is what our organization will be about. It's what our team will be based upon, and that's what we want. That's what, if you do that, most times you give yourself a chance to win.
You've talked a lot recently about developing, some of the younger guys on this team, and I imagine there are a lot of good things about a game like this for them and their growth and being a part of it, and then watching how the vets carry themselves and do things in those situations as well.
Absolutely. These are, like, as we continue to develop them and grow, there are certain parts that we can tell them, and there's certain parts that they have to experience. The value of the ball, the calmness in the moments, the refusing to give up, the communication, like all those little things that go on in those moments, and us trying to change up certain things defensively, what we run offensively, the simplicity of some of the things that you run offensively in those moments. You might think it's elaborate and all that, but you get the ball to the best players and let them do what they do and make plays, and those guys continue to do that tonight.
I have to ask you about, the decision to sit Malik tonight, coaching decision, and can you talk a little bit about what went into that?
We were going with defense, but I mean, it's a logjam. We got a lot of guards. So whenever it was Keon being the odd man out, then it was Keon being. Tonight, we were playing Keon, so Malik was the odd man out. We're searching. Like, so far, it has not worked the way that we want it to work. Now, I did say, obviously, we haven't had our full deck, but the point is we're continuing to search, we're continuing to coach, we're continuing to push. We're not stopping anything that we're doing to try to find a way to get ourselves not only wins, but to find that, what's the word we want to use? To find the ability to say, this is the standard of what we're going to do. We're going to keep on going. And tonight also we started pressure, so we started big. Talked to you about Keegan being in his position. He did, they were small, so he did play just obviously 4 smalls out there. But we want to get him at that 3 position as much as possible.
What do you think it looks like going forward in terms of Malik's role and his spot in the rotation?
I mean, nothing is permanent. Obviously, we're going to continue on trying to, make it happen. But, you have Keon play well. We give Keon a run and allow him to continue to develop with those guys. He came in off the bench, I thought, and played fantastic with that bench unit. They did a really good job. In the third quarter, it just kind of got away from us. We got stalled out a little bit, but and then came back with the starters, and Keon was a part of that group. I think Precious was the one that was out, and I thought those guys did a great job.
Coaches a lot of times talk about 5-game increments and in terms of analyzing things. Is that you're going to give it a little time to?
Yeah, you want to give time to see, but for us, unfortunately, Jay, it's like that's great, but we got guys that are injured. Guys, there hasn't been the continued stability within the guys that are available for us to say this is how we're going to do it for a number of games. And then Zach goes down, and Domas goes down. Keegan's out for a month. And then Dennis finally came back. Like, it's constantly something. So it'd be nice to say that, but right now Keon is doing a good job.
Anything else you want to add just about the what you guys did out there and coming back and coming up just a little bit short?
I mean, listen, like, this game is not about getting close and all those. That's not what we're here to do. The ride back is not going to be any better because we came back 18 points and whatever in the last 2 minutes and hit a game-winning shot, and then it's taken. Like, no, we are here to compete first and foremost. And the byproduct of that is winning. We did the compete part. We didn't come away with the win. So we still have another step to take.